Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Dania and today's topic focuses on the differences between in and inside. So if we say, for example, the cat is in the room and the cat is inside the room, we might think that both of these sentences have the same meaning because we are speaking about a cat that is located in the room. But actually not. There is a difference between these two prepositions. I will explain to you the differences between the two of them and the meaning of in and inside with examples and explanations. So by the end of the video, I hope everything will be clear to you without any confusions and any problems in using in and inside. Alright, so let's start the video. When you need to speak about something general and visible to everyone, that everyone can see it easily, you use in. But if you want to talk about something that is not possible for people to see it easily, you can use inside. For example, let's say you want to look for a pencil, and then when you ask someone about the pencil, like where is the pencil, if they say the pencil is in the drawer, then once you open the drawer you see the pencil. In this case we can say the pencil is in the drawer. But if you can't find the pencil in the drawer, you will tell them, I can't find the pencil, where is it? And then they will say, you need to search like in the drawer, it is in the drawer, but you still can't find it. And then they will maybe to search more, and once you find it, you will say, the pencil was inside the drawer. What does that mean? That means maybe the pencil was hidden between the papers, or maybe between other pens, or so it's like you had to do some effort, you had to search really deeply in the drawer to find the pencil. So in this case you can say the pencil is inside the drawer, not in, because if it is in, then you can easily find it. Once you open the drawer you can find the pencil. But if it is not visible, if it is not easy to be found, where you need to search between the papers, between other pens. So this is basically the difference between using these two prepositions, in and inside. Now let's look at some examples to understand more the differences between these two. Let's look at these two examples. I found my keys in my bed. And the second one, I found my keys inside my bed. We have the two sentences, and both of these sentences speak about the keys that I found. But what is the difference? The first one uses in, and the second one uses inside. Is there any difference? Yes. What is it? Let's have a look. If you look at the first one, I found my keys in my bed. What does that mean? It means the keys are somewhere within the bed. Within the bed, that means you can easily find. Maybe they are under the blankets, or maybe on the pillows, or under the pillows. So it is very general. The location of the keys is very general. You can easily see them. Why? Because we are using in my bed. So once you go to your bed, you can easily find the keys without any problems. But if we look at the second sentence, I found my keys inside my bed. So with the use of inside, we are speaking about a specific location where it is not possible to find the keys quickly. You need to put some effort in finding them. So maybe they are hidden like inside the mattress, or maybe they are hidden like somewhere between the pillows. So basically you need to put some effort to find the keys. And why? Because they are not visible. Alright, so that is why we are saying, or we are using the preposition inside. So I found my keys inside my bed. So you might be wondering, like, inside and in have the same meaning because both sentences mean that the keys are within the bed. However, there is a difference. If you want to use inside, inside suggests a deeper location within the bed compared to in. Alright, so what does that mean? It means that if you are searching deeply, you need to use inside. But if you can easily find what you are looking for, use in. Because in refers to things that you can easily find without any effort, without any problems. But inside, where you need to put some effort in finding them. Alright, so this is basically the only difference between the two. Let's have a look at another example to understand the differences between in and inside in a better way. Number 1, I found my book in my backpack. And the second one, I found my book inside my backpack. If you don't know the meaning of backpack, it basically refers to the bag that we carry on our back. So this is the meaning. And why do we call it backpack? The reason is that if you look at the first part of the word, back refers to our back, right? But pack, the second part, related to the packing. Packing is where you put something inside something else, all right? So that is why we call it backpack. Alright, so this is basically the meaning. Now let's look at the examples with the use of in and inside to see the difference between both of them. If you look at the first sentence, I found my book in my backpack. So with the use of preposition in, it means that the book is somewhere within the backpack. Perhaps it's among other items, meaning that when we say in my backpack, that means once you open your backpack, you find the book without any problems, without any effort. You can easily find the book. All right. So in this case, we use in because in here related to the location of something within something. So that is why in here it says the book is within the backpack. That means once you open your backpack, you can easily find it, like it is there. Well, you just need to open the backpack and get the book. So this is the meaning of in. But if you look at inside, I found my book inside my backpack, meaning that the book is deeply tucked away within the backpack, maybe in a pocket somewhere deep. What does that mean? It means that you wanted to find your book, you wanted to get your book from your backpack, but once you open it, you can't easily find it, and you might be wondering, like, where is the book? So you start like searching between maybe the other files or maybe between other books to find what you are looking for, but it is not easy to be found. So in this case, you might need to put some extra effort like in finding the book, and in this case you might find it maybe somewhere behind, maybe in a pocket, or it's like somewhere really deep, and in this case we use inside. So we can say I found my book inside my backpack. But there is something I need to tell you about. You need to use inside after putting some effort, not in the beginning. So when you want to search for the book, you can say the book is in my bag. This is the general way of using in. But once you try to look for the book in your bag and you can't find it, and in this case you need to put extra effort in finding the book. And once you find it, you can say, aha, the book was not in the bag or in my backpack, it was inside my backpack. So this is how you can use in and inside. All right, now let's look at another example. Let's look at these two examples. The cookies are in the jar, and the second one, the cookies are inside the jar. What is the difference between the two? The first one, the cookies are in the jar, meaning that the cookies are basically visible to be seen. They are in the jar. So maybe they, let's say, there are only these particular cookies are in the jar, and you can easily find them without any problems. And by the way, if you're not sure about the meaning of jar is basically the place where we put the cookies in. Usually it's made of a glass. So back to the example, when we say the cookies are in the jar, that means it is very easy and very visible for everyone to find them. Okay? But if we look at the second one, the second preposition, if we say the cookies are inside the jar, what does that mean? So with the use of inside a container, right, it implies that it is deep within, not immediately visible from the outside. So it means that if we look at the jar from the outside, we might not guess that the cookies are inside unless we open the jar, unless we open the cover of the jar to find the cookies. But by looking at the jar from the outside, we might not think that the cookies are actually inside. You know, these kind of jars, maybe with different colors, they are actually made of a glass but with different colors. Maybe they are colored in red, black, yellow. I mean, colors that make it kinda impossible for us to see what is inside them. So in this case, we can use inside. So this is basically the meaning and the difference between using in and inside. I will give you another example or maybe another situation to simplify the meaning of inside to you. Let's say you are looking for some cookies in the kitchen and you ask people around you for the cookies, and they tell you the cookies are in the jar, and the jar is in the kitchen, for example. So you enter the kitchen looking for the jar, but there isn't any jars. Maybe there are jars but no cookies. So in this case, you will be wondering, where are actually the cookies? I am looking for them, but there is nothing. And then they tell you, no, the cookies are in the jar, and the jar is maybe in the cabinet. And then you go back to the kitchen, open the cabinet, try to look for the jar, but there is nothing. So in this case, and then but there is nothing. And after that, someone comes to the kitchen, helping you to find the jar, and then they will tell you, here is the jar, and you will feel like, the cookies are inside that jar. So that means probably the jar was not visible. Maybe it is covered with a plastic bag, or maybe the color of the jar is not really visible. Alright, so in this case we can say, okay, the cookies are inside the jar, not in. Why? Because it wasn't easy for you to find them. You need to put extra effort to find the cookies or to find the jar. Alright, so this is basically the meaning of in and inside. Alright, so now let's look at another example to maybe to understand the idea better. And I think that this example will be the last one for today's video. So let's have a look. Well, it seems that we have more than one example. We have basically 3 different examples, so altogether will be 6 examples, because we will be comparing in and inside. So hopefully you're not getting bored with that. And also, if you have any questions regarding what I have just explained, let me know in the comments. Alright, so let's get into the examples. Number 1, the cat is in the box and the cat is inside the box. So what is the difference between the two of them? If we look at in, that means if we say the cat is in the box, that means we can easily find the cat. Once we open the box, we can find the cat. Alright, but if we say the cat is inside the box, So in this case, we might need to put extra effort to find the cat. Alright, so this is how we can say the cat is inside the box. And the other one, the pencils are in the drawer and the pencils are inside the drawer. So if we look at the first one, the pencils are in the drawer. That means once you open the drawer, you can find the pencils. But if we say the pencils are inside the drawer, that means you need to put extra effort to find the pencils. They are not visible, like you can't easily find them once you open the drawer. You need to search in the drawer to find the pencils. As for the third example, he lives in New York City. Well, for this example, I did not add inside in it, even though it is possible to say he lives inside New York City, but usually we don't say that. The common and the standard way of describing cities and countries is in, the preposition in. So as I mentioned to you in one of the previous videos about the differences between in, on and at, I will leave the video for you to check it if you haven't seen that, and you can even click on the video because I think it is visible for you right now. Alright, so yeah, if we say if we talk about New York City or other cities, we need to use in, so it will be he lives in New York City. But what about inside? Is it possible to say he lives inside New York City? Well, the answer is yes, that is possible, but not very common. Why? Because the thing is that if you want to use inside, if we say he lives inside New York City, you are referring to living within the boundaries of New York City. That is why when it comes to cities, countries, we use in New York City, in the USA, in Malaysia, in Africa, in Asia. We need to use in, alright? So yeah, I believe this is basically everything related to the differences between the prepositions in and inside. I really hope you found today's English grammar topic easy to understand, and if you have any questions or regarding what I have just explained, or if you have other topics or ideas, thoughts regarding the upcoming videos, feel free to let me know in the comments. So again, thanks a lot for being here and for listening and paying attention to everything that I have just explained. So in this case, I wish you a wonderful time, and I will be looking forward to having you on the upcoming video. So have a great day and take care. Bye bye.